Hello, my name is Rachel Kelter, and I am the school counselor at Century Academy. Today, we're going to be talking about high school planning, college and career planning, and the 11th grade class registration. Over the 4 years, this slide shows the schedule for students in 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. In your 9th grade year, students took 6 classes, earned 30 credits each semester. If so, they earned 60 credits at the end of the year. And 10th grade, your schedule is very similar with 6 classes, 30 credits for semester 1, 30 credits for semester 2, for a total of another 60 credits. If you're on track, you'd be at 120 at the end of your sophomore year. Your junior year, the schedule is very similar. For another 60 credits, if students are at 180 credits at the end of their junior year, they have the opportunity to take 5 classes as a senior, and with the 50 credits, earn the total 230 credits in order to graduate. This slide shows all the graduation requirements. We have 4 years of English, 3 years of math, including Algebra 1, 2 years of PE, physical science, biology, world history in your sophomore year, junior year US history. As senior students take a semester of US government and a semester of economics. Freshmen often take health, and then we have the requirement that is either 1 year of a visual performing art, or 1 year of a language, or 1 year of a career technical education class, and then 75 credits of electives for the total of 230 credits to graduate. Many students are often confused. They think they have to take a language to graduate. As you can see, it is either 1 year of a visual performing art, or 1 year of a language, or 1 year of a career technical education course in order to graduate from high school. However, if a student is interested in going straight from high school to a 4-year college, they do need 2 years of the same language to meet the college admission requirements. Many of the more selective schools like to see 3 years of the same language. Let's talk about credits. Each semester class is worth 5 credits. As a junior and senior, there are some elective classes that are worth 10 credits per semester. Students must earn at least a D- to earn the credits given. If students fail a required class, he or she must repeat it and pass it in order to graduate. Each semester is separate and must be passed. When students fail classes, they will fall behind in credits and will definitely need summer school to stay on track with graduation requirements. Students who have failed classes should talk to me regarding summer school and ways to get back on track with credits. Here's a sample schedule that shows the 9th grade year, 10th grade year, 11th and 12th grade. You can see when students are freshmen and sophomores, there's more required classes, and as juniors and seniors, students have more elective options that open up in their schedules. In terms of the level of classes, we have college prep, honors, and advanced placement. The college prep classes prepare students for college and are some of the meet the requirement for the 4-year college. Honors are a little bit more rigorous and demanding. And of course, your advanced placement classes are college level classes. And if a student passes the AP exam with a high enough score, they can potentially earn college credit. Let's talk about planning ahead after high school and explore the different options students have. Now is a great time to be thinking about life after high school. We have the 4-year colleges, and some of those examples are UCLA, CLU, USC, San Diego State. These are schools that students would go to for 4 years to earn their bachelor's degree. We also have the community college, which is the first 2 years in the 4-year degree. So students can start their 4-year experience at Moorpark College, and a Moorpark College is actually free for students with the Promise Grant. So students who register as a full-time student and complete the FAFSA, which is the financial aid form, regardless of income, they are eligible for the Promise Grant and can get their first 2 years paid for, which is pretty amazing. Moorpark is also ranked 4 in the nation and 1 in California for transfers. So pretty amazing that we have this opportunity right in our backyard. Other community colleges in our area: Ventura College, Oxnard College, Pierce College, Santa Monica City College, Santa Barbara City College. So some great options close by. We also have technical vocational training for students who are interested in culinary arts, IT training, fire academy, cosmetology school. So some really great options for students to start thinking about. Let's look into the four-year colleges a little bit closer. In California, we have public universities, and those are the California State Universities. We have California State University Channel Islands right close by in Camarillo, Cal State University Northridge, San Diego State, San Francisco State. So a number of CSUs for students to choose from all throughout California. We also have the UCs, University of California, Los Angeles, UC Berkeley, UC Irvine, lots of great UC options as well. We also have out-of-state public universities, just some examples: University of Michigan or University of Oregon. So private universities are also a great option. Here in Thousand Oaks, we have California Lutheran University. In LA, there's USC, some other examples: Stanford, Notre Dame, some other examples of private universities. In terms of preparing for the four-year university, students need to meet the four-year college admission requirements. The UCs call those requirements the A through G requirements. And in the next slide, we'll go through those a little bit more, but each letter stands for a different subject requirement that the UCs and Cal States require for admission. In general, students should earn a C or above in all of their classes and have at least a 3.0 GPA to meet the minimum requirements. These, of course, are the minimum requirements, so more selective schools are going to want to see mostly A's and B's, and your highly selective schools will want to see almost all A's and demanding schedules, honors, and AP classes. Students are strongly advised to repeat any D grade to remain eligible for the four-year college requirements and to improve their GPA. Students may need to take the SAT or the ACT. In the past, the SAT and ACT was required for college admissions. The colleges are moving away from this, so many schools are SAT or ACT optional, test optional. Many are test blind, they won't even look at it. And other schools are using the SAT or ACT as a way for students to earn scholarships. This slide shows the A through G requirements. You can see that the A stands for history and social science, and 2 years are required. 4 years of English are required. 3 years of math, although they prefer 4 years. And if you start looking at schools that are private schools or out of state, they may require 4 years of math. And with lab science, the UCs require 2 years. Really, they prefer 3. And as I said before, the out of state schools or private schools may require the 3 years or maybe even 4. The language other than English, 2 years meets the minimum requirement. Your more selective schools will want to see 3 years. And if you enjoy the language, continue and take a 4th year. Students for the UCs and Cal States will need 1 year of the same visual performing art and then a college prep elective. This is a sample schedule for a student who is interested in going straight from high school to a 4-year college. You can see that the student would be taking 4 years of English as well as continuing in math in their senior year. 3 years of science is recommended, 2 years of the language, and if you want to be competitive with your more selective schools, 3 years is recommended. And then you can see students start taking their history classes in the sophomore, junior, and senior year. After students are done with the PE requirement, they often will start with the visual performing art requirement in their junior or senior year. If you are a student athlete and you are interested in playing a sport in college, please let me know. There are requirements for students who want to play a sport at either the Division I or II level. And so it's very important that students are aware of the NCAA requirements. There are 16 core courses that students need to take. They are different from the UC A through G requirements. So it's important that students are aware of these requirements and working towards meeting those requirements. Students should register with the NCAA no later than the end of their 11th grade year. Please let me know if you are interested in playing a sport in college. I can certainly help you with that process. This slide talks about the college process over 4 years. As freshmen, it's important to work hard, earn good grades, and start exploring campuses. In your sophomore year, this is important to do as well. So it's good to go onto campus and get a feel whether you like a small school campus like CLU here in town. Do you like the large school feel like a UCLA? Do you want to move out of state? Do you want to stay close to home? Those are good things to start thinking about as a freshman, sophomore, junior. You can take the PSAT to prepare yourself for the SAT if you want to try to be eligible for some scholarships, or if the schools you are interested in are requiring the SAT, that's good to start preparing for that as well. At the end of your junior year, students should be taking the SAT or ACT. Again, if the schools they're looking at are may need that. And then in the summer before your senior year, students should start working on their college applications. If their applications require essays, it's a great time to start working on those over the summer. They do require more thought, and they're harder to whip out when you have your senior schedule and you're working on all your homework as it is. 12th grade, time to finish up your applications and then wait and see what comes your way and where you might be headed for college. Here's the 4-year college application process and timeline. Again, just talking about taking the SAT or ACT in the spring of your junior year, and then if you want to improve your score, taking it again in your fall of your senior year. Students can earn scholarships based on how good of a score you earn on that, depending on the school you go to. The summer before your senior year, as I said, a good time to start working on your college application essays, and then in the fall, work on completing those applications. Typically, they're due by the end of November, beginning of December, some in January. If you're applying early, of course, it'll be before that in October-ish or beginning of November. Students should also look to complete the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, so as they might be eligible for some scholarships or just financial aid. Let's talk about preparing for the community college. Students do not need to meet the specific A through G requirements, and you do not need the SAT or ACT. That's not required. Sometimes life happens for students and maybe they didn't earn the great grades they were hoping to. So the community college is a great option, particularly if you are interested in going to maybe a highly selective school that may be hard to get into straight out of high school. For example, UCLA, if a student starts their college experience at the community college and then transfers, it's a lot easier to get into the schools as a transfer than straight out of high school. Moorpark College is also free for the first 2 years with the Promise Grant. As I mentioned earlier, this is an amazing opportunity for students who enroll full-time and complete the FAFSA. Community college often has smaller class sizes, can be less expensive, being able to stay at home. We had one of our valedictorian over the years choose to start at community college because she knew she wanted to be a doctor and knew it would be a cheaper route to start at the community college. Community college is college, so we recommend that students prepare for the college experience by continuing to take challenging classes. And one recommendation would certainly be to, if possible, complete Algebra 2. So you've completed the math high school level course, so you are ready to start college level math. In the event that students don't complete Algebra 2, it's okay. It doesn't prevent you from starting at Moore Park. You can start at the Algebra 2 level class, or you can go to the college level class and just make sure you take advantage of all the tutoring supports that are available to help students succeed. Students may earn an associate's degree after the 2 years, or they can transfer to a 4-year university and complete their 4-year bachelor's degree. The UCs offer the Transfer Agreement Guarantee, or the TAG. So a student who meets certain requirements for UC Irvine or UC Riverside, a number of the UCs, they will actually guarantee to accept you as a transfer student. So a great opportunity with that as well. Let's talk about technical vocational training opportunities as well. The Regional Occupational Program is a great program for juniors and seniors. They have some really neat classes: welding, auto body, auto service, nursing, dental assistant. So some really great opportunities for students interested in those fields. Moore Park College, Ventura College, Oxnard College, they all offer some great options as well. Oxnard College has a fantastic automotive program, as well as Ventura College. There's the Culinary Arts program at Oxnard College and the Fire Academy. So some really great options for students to get good training for professional careers. In the Valley, there's the West Valley Occupational Program, and there's apprenticeships. So great options for students who are interested in these paths as well. Naviance is a program that our district provides for all high school students, and it helps students explore their interests, research careers, and research colleges, and it can help with students organizing and applying to colleges as well. Now let's shift and talk about the grade 11 course request form. So I will be sending this out, and it will be a fillable form, so you can fill out your identifying information at the top. And then you'll need to select an English class, a math class, a social studies class, and then as juniors, your schedule opens up for a lot more elective options. I will also be sending out the elective sheet, which we'll talk about in the next slide, and it will show all the different elective options. So depending on what your plans are after high school, that may guide you in terms of which electives may be best for you. Then make sure to have a parent sign the form, and you can sign the form, and then save it and email it to me at rkelter@coneousd.org. I hope to meet with each and every student so we can talk about your course request and make sure that the classes you've selected are a good selection for the goals that you have moving forward. When you send that, please let me know when you would like to meet, what good times are. If I don't hear from you, I will start popping into advisory teacher meetings so we can make sure that we have a good schedule selected and can move forward accordingly. This is the elective sheet that I'll be sending out to help you choose your electives. The electives at the top are ones that meet either in person or via Zoom. And the electives at the bottom are classes that are strictly online through APEX, or at the bottom you can also see that there is the option of a dual enrollment, so students can play a sport at their residential high school. There are a few classes that students can take at the residential high school. We can certainly ask for a seat, and if there's room, we can get you into that class. These would be classes that students would need to attend Monday through Friday at whatever period of the day those classes are. For juniors and seniors, they can also sign up for ROP classes, the Regional Occupational Program, or there's also community college classes that students can sign up for. They can take a class at Moore Park College, and I'm more than happy to help you with that dual enrollment process. This is the Regional Occupational Program courses that they're offering. I have provided you with links to their website so you can check out the courses that they offer, a little bit more information. Students who will be juniors and seniors, you can sign up for these classes. It's helpful for you to let me know which classes you're signing up for. Students from all over the county sign up for these classes. So although you can register for the class, it doesn't absolutely guarantee that you'll get the class. There are some classes that are highly sought after, for example, the nursing classes. And so definitely register and then hopefully you get into the class that you're hoping for. So I will also send this information to you. There are buses that do pick up at the traditional sites that go for many of the classes. So the regional occupational program, I should say, is the classes are at the Camarillo Airport campus. So again, dual enrollment options. Students can take classes at their residential high school for a few class options. There's band, theater, chorus, and some language options. If there's something you're interested in taking, let me know and we can look into whether that might be an option or not. Students can also take classes at the community college, whether that's Moorpark College, Oxnard College, Ventura College. There is a process for that. Students do need to apply to Moorpark College or whichever community college, and then I will need to sign off on a form giving students permission to register for the class, and then you can go ahead and register. I'm happy to help you with that process. And let's finish up with summer school. So students who have failed any classes will most likely need summer school. We'll need to make sure we get you back on track for graduation. Students interested in remediating a D grade for the four-year college will also need summer school. The district summer school, I just heard, will most likely be at Newbury Park High School this year. So I just wanted to give you that updated information. Students can also take summer school through different online providers. If you're interested in that remote option, then let me know and I can give you some various options where you can do summer school through a remote version. The one at Newbury Park High School will be in person, so if you prefer that option, please let me know and I will sign you up. If you need summer school, let me know. We should talk. All right, so that concludes the presentation today on high school planning and college and career planning, as well as the registration process. Please fill out the form, send that back to me as soon as possible, and we can, please let me know when you want to meet and we'll schedule a meeting so we can work on your schedule. Again, if I don't hear from you, I will be reaching out to you and or just dropping into your advisory teacher meeting so we can finish up a schedule. Let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to hearing from all of you. Have a good day.